Hey, y'all. Hey. Welcome back to Honey Do Better. I am T. Lachey, owner of the brand Honey Do Better, in the firm belief of when you know better, you do better. Okay. What's up, honeys and homies, booze and booze? So I am starting Free Talk Friday. Okay. In where I'm sharing some more of my personal thoughts and downloads, as well as, just getting out in the open what we all may be experiencing or what's occurring right now in this shift that's taking place. All right. So again, I'm T. Lachey or Tara Lachey Armor. I'm from Chicago. Okay. Born and raised. I lived in parts of Minnesota as well for about 10 years before I moved back home to my home state. Okay. And what I've noticed over the past 10 years is that what's wrong with the people? What's going on in the world today? Have we not noticed the shift? Have we not noticed like the demonic commercials? The cartoons have changed. The children aren't learning much in school anymore, especially in inner city. Education has really gone down to the dumps. Okay. I'm 45 years old myself, and I did public school. It wasn't, you know, excuse me. It definitely wasn't what it is now for our children. Okay. And when you start to look up and you realize, okay, that the English language is mixed in and mixed up with a lot of different languages, and you start to look up the etymology of these words, you start to realize that the concept of school was never anything, public school that is, was never anything that was good for the children either, anyways. Okay. So, me myself, I had an awakening and several awakenings since, but my first awakening started, I would say, mid COVID or right at the beginning of COVID, March 2020. And so during that time, I just started to realize that it's a false system. This is when I came into the knowledge of whoever has a birth certificate and social security number are not actual US citizens, that the 14th Amendment actually, took our rights as opposed to gave us rights. Um, there's a lot of different things that I decided I came into the knowledge of and just started to do more research. Okay. This is when I figured out we have to go back before we can go forward. Okay. Which brought about Honey Do Better, because if you know better, then why wouldn't you apply it? Why wouldn't you try to do better? Okay. It's just like the same concept, right? If we know that pilgrims landed on the land and tricked the Indians into a massive meal and then massacred them, how does that become a holiday? And when do we not put it together that these were our people? Okay, even if we were from different tribes, Indians are Indians. And when do we not put it together that these were our people that were massacred? Okay. Furthermore, the thing with religion, okay, we were all originally supposed to be learning from each other. They came here, gave us their Bible, their religion, their word of one God, okay, when we had original knowledge of spirituality, how to cultivate the land with our energy. We gave them our knowledge and they took it and gave us one God and a Bible. Okay, there was never one God. There's always been many gods. There is, however, one true creator, one holy, living moving spirit. But there have always been many gods, okay? Furthermore, religion didn't come into play until about 1200 AD from the research that I've done, okay? And since 1200 AD, the Bible has made over 5 billion copies distributed worldwide. Now, the Bible was written by Romans, okay? Um, and, it's a lot with that, okay? A Roman council, okay, that was royal and things like that. And so Constantine and his committee came together. Um, we got all these books written. Some of it is true, some of it is names change. And we can tell all the names have changed of the countries, the cities. The map has been flipped several times, different things drawn in, different things, created. Okay, different places have been created on the map. The compass has turned upside down. Okay, we now know that the pyramids that are here are older than the pyramids that were in Egypt. Obviously, there is a massive campaign to confuse us and then burn the books that do hold the knowledge so that they can rewrite history, okay, and tell the narrative the way that they want to tell it, okay? When are we going to wake up, people? I'm sure you noticed the thumbnail. This is how some of us are waking up and looking at others that still want to remain asleep. Okay. And who is the enemy, right? Because if I have someone in my family constantly attacking me, okay, saying that, because I study spirituality and want to know more about truth, okay, why are you not reading? Why are you not finding out more about truth? Right? Is what I have to, then ask. Like, if we understand, right, that religion didn't come into play until 1200 or so AD, right? What were we doing before religion came about? Are these questions being avoided on purpose? Okay. Or is it just easier to follow a system that is basically running our people into the ground? Is it easier? Because most of the people, okay, are in a lower class, okay, struggling, going through poverty, people getting false charges putting on them, and the whole system, throw it away. It's a farce, okay? When we start to understand that the Constitution says we the people, and then we figure out, wait a minute, these politicians do not have we the people's best interest at heart. When do we start to develop our own schools, develop our own laws, develop, and stop trying to integrate with a people that never wanted us to integrate with them? They want to control us. They want to take over the strawmen, okay, that they purposely put millions of dollars in these strawmen, right? And take advantage of those monies that the strawmen have, okay, and do what they want. Okay, they've been experimenting on us for hundreds of years, centuries, right? They've redeveloped, okay, societies over and over and over again. How do you think they do that? Yeah, by integrating within us and our families. They're marrying into our families, fucking up our bloodlines, okay, creating false narratives against the strongest people on the bloodline, which usually are the chosen, the ones that carry the missions out, okay, or has the responsibility of clearing the bloodline of curses and things, and they attach to your bloodline. Oh, the same thing they did in Black Panther. The same thing they did, the War of Alexandria. Okay. They've been doing this since the beginning of time, steadily sacking powerful nations, taking our knowledge, taking our artifacts. Okay, they did it to the Egyptians, they did it to the Celts, they did it, okay, to the Indians over here. They've done it over and over and over again, to the Black Panthers, to, Martin Luther King, his movement, Malcolm X, his movement, over and over and over again. They get one person, two people that are, weakened, okay, or afraid in some way, fearful, okay, in some way, greedy, needy, okay. They get them trapped up in these, conspiracies, or, with gay sex, or selling drugs, or yeah, we got this video or of you and trap you up. So if you don't do what we want to, what you want to do, you gotta expose it. So fucking what? I'd rather you expose my truth than to kill another race of people, another positive organization that's for the people, another positive person, okay, that is for the people, right? So they always find the Judas in the tribe. They always find the one person, two, three people that they can pull over here and look, we got this for you if you do this. Okay. So, you'll be rich, you'll have everything you want and need. We just need this whole other 1,000 people taken out. Like, when are we going to stop it? When are we going to realize that this is what's been happening for the last 6,000 years or more? I had a download. I was watching a movie on Netflix, right, called The Platform. Now, I don't know if anybody's seen it. And, side note, Netflix has a lot of movies that have subliminal messages, like the original Netflix flicks. Okay. Their movies, okay, have a lot of worldly messages that if you're not really paying attention and you think these movies are just movies, then of course, this is what they do. They, create illusions, fly right over your damn head, right? You think the news is telling you the truth. We saw another movie where we saw the reporter running around creating stories, and he would be the first reporter that had the top story. This is what they're doing. They're going around creating half of these murders, okay? No, that many people are not killing that many fucking people. They're trying to make it seem like something is, we need to be in fear. Something's to be afraid of. We have to be afraid. Be afraid. Okay. The more afraid we are, the more energy we give off, the more that they can siphon our energy to use to manifest wealth for themselves and their own families. Okay. Break the illusion. Break the illusion. But back to The Platform. So it was an interesting movie, right? So you got there. It starts out when it's like a top level security sort of prison, okay, and you never see like who the main character was, like what he got in there for, but it gives you the impression that this is like a prison system in another country, right? Okay. And so at the top, every day, or it might even have been once a week, if I'm recalling correctly, right? Every week, once a week, all of the elites or upper class people would gather and have a feast of all feasts. I mean, everything you can think of was prepared and available to all of these elites to have brunch, dinner together. Okay. And whatever they didn't eat, they would pile it all on one platform and send it down into the prison to feed the prisoners. Now, the thing about this was that it was about, I would say, 250 some odd floors. Okay. That this platform, okay, had to reach, right? And so inmates from all of the upper floors, since the thing was only coming once a week, would try to like kill themselves with food and eating because they all were starved. Okay. And so as the platform, descends, it only gives you like maybe 3 minutes or something per floor to grab you something off of it. It was like really timed. It may have been 5. Okay. Um, but of course, it was never enough time for you to eat or finish what you started eating. So people started to try and stockpile things off of it. Of course, that would be the upper floors that had the opportunity to stockpile. Okay. But as it descended, okay, less food, less food, less food. So of course, by the time I got down to 233, there's hardly crumbs even on the damn platform. And so these inmates are down there trying to ride the platform into other inmates' platforms because they're eating each other. Sound familiar? Just think about that for a second, right? If we all considered each other for one moment, and it was so much food, if everybody just grabbed one piece of something off of the platform, it would definitely reach all 250 some odd floors. But we never consider each other. We're all interconnected. It's the same concept when COVID happened and they, essentially just forced everyone to try to take a shot. I, for one, wasn't being forced. I didn't give a fuck about what job. I didn't give a fuck about how much I was getting paid. No, I'm not taking no damn shot. Okay. And it's at the beginning of its test trials. Hello. Didn't we do this when they were testing on the Tuskegee project and they gave all these men syphilis and things like that? Didn't we do this already, people? Why are we still falling for the same tactics and the same shit? It really boggles, okay, my brain, okay? We did this already. So you mean to tell me 80% of people have now taken a shot that they didn't really know anything the fuck about? Oh, seems like to me we were the experiment. And then what added insult to injury for me, okay, and the way that I saw it and looked at it was we also made some of these companies super rich, not only the pharmaceutical companies, okay, but these people that went out buying resources, okay, and didn't were not leaving anything for people that were less needy, okay. Oh, we made those toilet paper companies super rich during COVID. We made those, canned good companies super rich. Okay, the cleaning supplies, soup. Everybody packed up. They all stockpiled all this money that we went out and spent and gave over to these higher corporations that now create resources. And half of these resources are even giving us symptoms and giving us disease over time. And they're cutting our life cycles. Okay, they're doing research on you. They're figuring out what makes you tick. They're following us from the day that we're born. They know that your destiny, what your destiny is, the day that you're born. You know how? Because they record your birth date, the time that you're born, and your longitude, latitude. Those sets of numbers, they take that and put that into your astrological chart, and then they know exactly who you are and what you're destined to be. Okay? And then they attack you from a little girl, from a little boy, okay? Depending on your destiny, if you have a powerful destiny, if you have a powerful outlook on life, then they attack you. Yeah, me. I was sexually abused. I was psychologically abused, mentally abused. Okay. And look, when I had an awakening and I started to change my outlook on things, oh yeah, family started to isolate me and trying to make gaslight, trying to make me question my fucking reality. That didn't happen. I didn't say that. Like I'm stupid or some shit, right? It's insulting. It's hurtful. It's disgusting, despicable, disrespectful motherfuckers, right? It's stupidity. Okay. If you think that I will shrink myself and my own intelligence for your fucking convenience, if you don't get this Truman Show shit up out my motherfucking face, I will lock all you motherfuckers up. And I'm still looking for the proof. Okay. They want to lower your confidence. They want you to question yourself. They want you to think that you're slow. Okay. When to me, if I could never be me, that makes you the fucked up person. That's not me, and I could give a fuck less how fucked up of a person you are. I'm not in your business to that extent, but you still seem to be in mine. It's weird. It's weird as fuck that this system, we can't learn truth. They don't want us to know the truth. They want us to think that we can be controlled. I can't be controlled. I don't know about what you people do, how some of you, how some other people may get along. Maybe it's easier for you to have rules laid out for you, or to have a system that is false, give you any type of information and you just believe it. I check everything. I check facts. I mean, no question is a dumb question. I was told, I was taught early on in life that no question was a dumb question. So why aren't we asking questions? And if we are the people, right? Where are the people being represented when it comes to politics, education, discrimination? Why is this still happening? Why is it still happening? Okay, our ancestors have fought these fights for how long now? And then we put these democrats, okay? Okay, I picked that up from a TikToker. I think her name is The Real Kaya. Okay, shout out. I love her material. Okay. Anybody that is unlocking the truth or, bringing awareness, okay, is being attacked by, members of their families, best friends, childhood friends, okay? And they're being paid to do so. These are by government officials, people that are in higher authority positions, right? That just wants you to get in line. They want to make you conform, right? Now, me, myself, I just know that I don't put out sick ass toxic energy. Quite often, actually, I've mirrored people. That's how God made me, right? Walking karma, I mirror you back to you. If you don't like your own behavior, then what the fuck are you doing it for? Okay. Just because people don't react all the time to the bullshit that you want to be in, or looking to argue, or looking to be in toxic situations, does not mean that they don't or won't defend themselves. And then furthermore, if you don't like that behavior, then why in the fuck are you putting the sick shit out? That's called a bully. Somebody that wants you to take their toxic ass behavior, wants you to take what they put out, okay, and think that they can push you around, pull and drag you the way, drag your emotions, drag your thought process. They can control you, right? I'm not too. That to me says that a person has low self-esteem, low emotional intelligence, even, okay, that they think that they would be able to fuck with your emotions and make you do what they want you to do. It's sick that you are still walking around looking to bully someone Okay, and I'm 45. So most of the people that I would be around is either my age or older. So we are still 50 years old, fucking bullying. I don't know. I can't call it. Because I know I don't put out toxic bullshit or toxic ass energy to people. So there's no way that I should be getting it back. So that means that either somebody is, throwing witchcraft, because they do that too. Okay. It's the reason they hunted down the witches and killed them all. Okay. Witches had to go into hiding. Okay. And pass the knowledge on secretly. Okay. Or even like myself, I do believe that, one of my ancestors may have been slaughtered during that time, passing me information from the other side. I realized having this wake up that I'm more psychic than I've ever been. I've always had a strong intuition that I also always followed, right? I might can't tell you the name and the face, but if I have a conversation with you for 5 or 10 minutes, I definitely can tell you who you are. I definitely know who I need to be putting time in and who I should be actually working with for the spirit of God. I know that I come across people who have karma to clear, and I can be a blessing or a lesson. Okay. And that's just the way God made me. I'm going to be a blessing in your life, or I will be a lesson in your life. And I don't even have to cuss your ass out. Okay. But like I said, that's pretty much Free Talk Fridays here. So that's how I came up with the brand Honey Do Better. When you know better, do better. That's, of course, an old saying. Okay. My grandma used to say it, my, great aunts and things like that. When you know better, do better. It's the truth. If you know better, you do better. So, which brought me to want to ask, like, why aren't these people wanting to do better? Why the people around me? I'm not, of course, not collective. I'm not referring to you, these people. Okay, that could be offensive. So, this is just for the sake of having conversation. Okay, but the people around me, why wouldn't you want to actually do better? People want to say that this is how they live. They're great people, but then you would go and attack your neighbor. Yeah, me, been through that. Neighbors calling me crazy. All I've ever done is say hi and bye. I wonder who would give them the idea that I had some sort of issue. I have no motherfucking clue or idea. But if you're sitting on the side, watching me and watching my house, then who the fuck is really crazy? Who the fuck with 10 kids is outside calling somebody crazy? Who got the problem? I don't know. Okay. Still watching my house. This was like last summer when I was gang stalked by 15 different people. People running up on me in traffic talking about some pull over, bitch. White motherfucking van following me around. Oh, I pulled into to the police station and started recording motherfuckers. Okay. I went up to the FBI. Hello? Ain't nobody got time for bullshit. I'm not finna play games with you motherfuckers. I'm finna lock a motherfucker up and let a motherfucker call me a snitch. What? I was supposed to let a motherfucker set me up. You goddamn right I'm snitching. What the fuck do people think that this is? I'm 45 years old with a 15-year-old, and my daughter is 27, 26. Is she 27? One of those, child. Okay. So now I'm supposed to be, and I ain't never been, a gang banger or anything to that extent. And even if I wasn't participating in crimes, okay, that I would have to hold secret on. Okay. So I don't identify with the hood ideology of snitching and stitching and all this shit. I'm protecting my well-being. Okay. My children's future and well-being. What the fuck do I look like, just sitting here not telling on motherfuckers? Man, please. I'd be a dead bitch. That's what I'd be. Oh, I'd be a set up bitch in a mental ward, or, allowing people to put false ass charges on me or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. It is. It's goofy shit that only black people who do not realize that black is a color, black is not a nationality. So they have you acting like a color, real black and dark, and you people keep attacking your own people and don't even recognize that you're the demon in this story. What perspective are you looking at this from? You're the demon. You're the karmic. And you're fighting against God's purpose and God's fate for you and the other person that you're looking to attack. People are changing their fate, altering, okay, their own life path, okay, by going against what God design is, okay? God did not design us to be fighting each other. God did not design us to be setting each other up. God did not design us to not love thy neighbor, to not consider thy neighbor. Mind your portion was another download that I got. Mind your portion. That's what I got from watching the platform. Okay, there'll be a time. Clearly, they are creating farms. They're biogenetically creating the food. Okay, we're not getting the nutrients out of the food anymore. So if we do not go back to growing our own food, growing our own resources, finding the plants and the trees that actually make the toilet paper and figure it out on our own, right? We're fucked. And you people are attacking the people that is meant to lead you out of darkness. What perspective are these people looking at shit from? Okay, trying to make me feel like I'm dumb. You know how my fucking IQ is. I'm a wisdom keeper. Okay, my IQ, I've done this before. I've learned this stuff before. Okay, I return for the betterment of the people, and you're not gonna fuck me up or fuck my mind up. Okay, you're fucking your damn self up trying to come at me. Okay, because I'm already 25 steps ahead. I already knew that I was being targeted since I was a little girl. I already knew I had to play it safe because I was by myself around a whole bunch of narcissistic ass vultures. Okay. That's been trying to make me believe that I'm less than what I really am for quite, girl, 20 years or more. Witchcraft being thrown, relationships being fucked over. Okay. Friendships. Can't even trust these bitches. Okay. But motherfuckers think you slow because you ain't out trying to argue with them, fight about the stupidity that they do. Bitch, you stupid. I don't identify with stupidity. That's why I had to clip. Cut it out. Come on now. Cut it out. Who, me? No, bitch, I'm not going to participate in stupidity because I'm not stupid. That's what a higher mind is. They walk away from stupidity. Maybe they wait for, the right time to come around and have a conversation. Maybe we can settle this intellectually, right? The women want to be men so bad. Yes, we all have masculine energy in us, but you can't go around and fuck everybody and then think that you're still going to get the utmost respect. Look, I've learned, been there, done that. But I also was in a toxic environment, being attacked for no fucking reason at all. I was a hoe before I ever walked out my door. So I figured, well, shit, since they calling me a hoe, let me do hoish things. And maybe they'll have a reason not to like me or not to fuck with me or not to be real. Okay. It's really ridiculous and sad. Yeah, I've been there, done that though. Okay. Devalued myself. Okay. Just to get the reaction that I already was getting. I mean, in retrospect, it was, a little slow of me, but of course, we all go through cycles in our life. I'm not that person now. That was, again, about 15, 20 years ago. But people still try to talk about, a past as if everybody doesn't have one. Everybody has a chapter that they don't like. But the only difference is some of us can talk about and admit where they went wrong at. Can you look at yourself? Do people ever look at themselves and do any self reflection these days? That elevates your emotional intelligence when you start to actually look at yourself, change yourself, discover who you are, understand what made you you. That's what self mastery is. That's what our forefathers studied. The greats, Aristotle, Socrates, Confucius, all of these Asian cultures, Celtic cultures, Nordic culture, Egyptians, the Greeks, all of them studied some form of self mastery, the self. It was way before 1200 AD. We never had religion. We had self control. We had self development. We had self communication so that we could then come together and realize what the community needs outside of ourselves. Break the illusion. Religion has taught us, okay, nothing about emotional intelligence and coming together for the community. The religion was created to separate the people. I haven't ever heard of a religion that had 12 different factions. And I recently found out that Christianity has 12 different factions. And I tried to see if I could name them all, like Mormons, Christians, Baptists, Latter-day Saints, Jehovah's Witness, too many. And why would one religious faction need 12 different segments? Okay. People, why are we not asking the questions? Yeah, they don't want us to know ourselves because we are powerful. Okay. Benjamin Banneker designed DC off the tickings of the watch. Bro, we is amazingly intelligent, amazingly great. We have to know that and understand that, though. We have to face the demons or the mistakes that we've made in our past. We have to stop trying to hide what you've done or the mistakes that you've made. From what I know, when you know better, you do better. And so when you make a mistake, it's not failure. It's not over. It's not end all be all. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you understand me? It's not the end of the world. Forgive yourself. That way, you can go on and teach one. It takes each one to teach one. Hello. Okay. The knowledge was always about the self. So you recognize that God is in you, within your heart. When you start to meditate and you start to identify with nature, with the energy around you, whether it is your neighbor, whether it is a dog, stray, or your animal, whether it is a tree, whether it is a bird that tweets out your window. Okay. This is all energy. This is all souls having an experience. Some chose to come back and be a tree. Some chose to come back and be you or me. Some chose to live their experience through animal, okay? Identify and connect with the energy, right? And don't get me wrong, I'm not an expert. I'm still learning. This is what Honey Do Better was about. I created it to do more research and to put what I discover out into the world about self mastery, about the different factions of life, the different bodies. Okay. You have a not just a physical vessel, you have an emotional body, that's your heart. You have a psychological, mental body. Of course, that's your mind connection. Okay. You have a financial body. This is how you, um, your relationship with money. Okay. And it's designed for this color to have a fucked up relationship with money. That's because we don't know that we're operating through a false entity, which is straw man. Cash doesn't exist. Time is not real. All of these are illusions that's put around our mind so that we feel rushed, so that we feel fearful, so that we feel like we're missing deadlines. And they've created things for us to be disappointed about over and over again. And that gives off energy. When you're healthy and you're healthy in your chakra system, you're healthy in your toroidal field, your energy reaches up to 5 miles away from you. 5 miles. So when you're spewing all this nasty energy, right? Nasty energy, and you get at your peak, that's bullshit energy that you are putting out that someone else can take from you, transmute it, and then get a jackpot off of you. Okay, off your energy. That's what they've been doing, siphoning energy. Even when they've been killing people in these fucking rituals and shit, they siphon their energy. Okay, and the bigger the destiny, the bigger the energy. Okay, the more power they receive. Okay, I can show y'all some pictures right now that I got somebody sitting behind me in my fucking car. That was not there, but I saw the silhouette. Okay, of their energy. I could show you a video where somebody was glamoring me, okay? And it was getting weak because I was getting stronger and finding out and figuring out how to defend myself spiritually. And I saw damn near the whole fucking body standing right behind me, right here in this office. Okay. We have to wake up to realize they've been using and abusing our energy for centuries. And then giving us the short end of the stick because we don't know how to defend ourselves when we go in front of the legal system. Okay. They have us under maritime law, lost at sea. So you're not even a real person when you go into the fucking courtroom. The fuck? Can you imagine these geniuses if they used it for good? How much better off the world would be? I mean, because the shit is really smart. The labyrinth of loopholes that they've come up with. So when you think that you are getting through one thing, then they have a whole nother level of some more bullshit. Okay. That's why, I don't even concentrate on that shit no more. I'm just living my life. I'm just doing what the fuck I want to do. Okay. But, it's almost the 45-minute mark. I don't want to make Free Talk Friday, 45 minutes or so. Is 50 minutes at the most. Okay. But I will be back next Friday. Okay. Some more free talk, share some more downloads. Okay. One other download I do want to share that I received before I go. Mother Earth is very much alive, right? And interestingly enough, the Earth also has chakras, a chakra system, right? And so I was watching something on Gaia TV one day, and the young man referred to certain landmarks, even certain countries, right? And so, long story short, and if you look at the map, you know, you would possibly see what I'm talking about. But long story short, Antarctica is the brain of the earth, right? Amazon jungle in Brazil, and then the other huge jungle over in Africa. These two rainforests and large forests make up the lungs of Mother Earth. Okay. The heart, I want to say, is Australia. The mouth of the earth, or the throat chakra, is the US. Um, the third eye chakra of the earth, it's like somewhere in Egypt or near northern Africa, somewhere like that. I want to say it was a long time ago, but it made me realize quite a few things, right? First of all, they're cutting down the trees. They're going in there, getting these indigenous tribes out of these forests is bad thing. Because if the carbon people have the carbon in our DNA to cultivate the land, these indigenous tribes were still doing that for Mother Earth. Okay. First off. And they're cutting down the trees so that Mother Earth can't breathe. Second thought. Third thought, if the US is the throat chakra, and the US and this part of the country, with Canada, Mexico, you know, Northern America, in other words, are the mouth, that means that everything that happens over here is dictating the activity across the world. Our people are very important here on this land. North America specifically, first of all. And then you have the water of the body. It's like just like a human body, like, right? The water across the world makes up about 70 some odd percent of the earth, just like a body. We are 70 some percent water. Okay. And if the earth has a chakra system, right? What do you think the people would represent? Okay, I'll stop playing. The cells, right? The cells clean out our body, keep the body clean, take in toxin. Okay, put the confirmation. Look, take in toxins, put out clean energy, okay, for the body to feed off of. And so if we have trillions of cells, and then there are 8.5 billion cells or people that walk the earth, and we have 5 billion people that would rather attack and go against the body of earth, okay, that means there's a cancer in the earth, right? Think about some of these things that I've dropped in your conscious, from my conscious to yours, okay? From the platform with we not leaving enough resources for each other. We're attacking, eating, feeding off of each other. They can come and approach us, give us any amount of dollar. It's temporary money because it will never last a lifetime for us to go against people that will bring long-term longevity, lifetime money, legacy into your bloodlines, right? If you're the cells that are going against the other cells that keep the body healthy and clean, understand you are a cancer. You're a cancer to the earth, to the people around you. It's not the people that you disagree with because you want to hold on to falsehoods. You want to make Christmas a holiday instead of looking. The Bible has the holy days listed, and Christmas was never there. Thanksgiving was never there. Mother's Day was never there. Best Friends Day, Sisters Day was never there. They come up with them every other fucking day. Tomorrow, what is it going to be? Oh, the 15th, that equals 6 day. 6 day. What the fuck? When are we going to stop it? Stop the illusion. When are we going to follow our own holiday? Make our own fucking holidays. Why are we still sitting here? We see the presidents, they're committing crimes right over our fucking heads, from Trump to Biden. Every single last one of them did. Don't think just because you didn't hear about it, they wasn't committing crimes. They committing crimes because they have all been researching us. They've all been trying to siphon our energy. They've all been trying to use the straw men from all 8.5 billion people, creating wars, taking over every fucking system that they can. That's why Russia is going to war. Hello. Religion was created in 1200. What do you think that they were doing before religion? It was, we connected with our spirituality, the etymology, the breath of life. That's what spirituality actually is. So actually, all of us have a spirit. We all don't have a religion. We all don't. No, religion is learning the word. Spirit is understanding and integrating with spirit. And if the holy, living, most high is a spirit, how does religion have the word of God? Hello. So I'm just going to leave it there, people. I hope you've enjoyed Free Talk Friday. I'll be back next Friday with other downloads. Okay. And yeah, I'm going to keep airing these motherfuckers out. You fuck with the right one. Okay. Because my ancestors have woken up the warrior spirit in me. Okay. These motherfuckers been killing my fucking family and every fucking thing. I don't know if it's, part of some secret society or not, but I know that I'm not a victim, and I never will be anybody's fucking victim, and I never will be made to look like I'm slow, deaf, dumb, blind, retarded, on a handicap. And no offense to anybody that has gone through these. I've gone through mental depression, anxiety. I've gone through alcoholism. I've gone through abandonment trauma. I've made it through the worst of the worst, and I will never go back. Not for any fucking body. You don't get to choose that for me. It's ridiculous that you thought you did have that fucking control. Ain't nobody no fucking puppets around here. And like I said, no offense to anybody that do have any ailments or things like that. But when people still, like, just because you're in a wheelchair doesn't mean you're fucking slow. People that do have, autism and things like that doesn't mean they don't understand you. Doesn't mean that they don't know how to communicate. They just communicate in a different way. They see sound. They hear numbers. And it's okay for them people to do it, but everybody that wants to be normal or just like everybody else, you're fucking puppets. If that offends you, it's supposed to. Be you, be original, be authentic. Okay? Anybody that's joining groups and cults and covens, okay, attacking one person with a divine purpose for God is a demon. Understand that. If it triggers you, it's meant to. That's what I'm here for. To trigger you, to think, to trigger your spirit, to wake the fuck up. The alarm has been sounding.